bring in this system as soon as possible. This one that they're saying as soon as possible, they have already started it. There are some schools that Hi guys, good day and welcome to my channel. If you're just seeing this fine face for the first time, let it not be your last. Do well to hit the subscribe button before you leave. So I'm not even supposed to be smiling because I don't know, should I give you the bad news before the good news or the good news before the bad news? But anyway, I'm going to give you all the news today. My name is Asabik Joe. I'm a YouTuber based in the UK. I film content based on family, lifestyle, living in the UK, tips and tricks on how to migrate to the UK, and even skincare videos and all those stuff. But today, I'm going to be giving a video on the updates that just went up recently. I've gotten a message on my Instagram handle saying, Asa, you've not said anything about this. We've not heard from you. And I said, I'm going to say it today. I have been waiting since for the updates to become official because I had already put a speculation in one of my videos. I'm going to link it up here of all the proposals that the UK government did that was ending of last year that they were going to start this year. They had already laid out all the proposals and this is one of it. The proposals, they have already put it out and they said that this is what they are going to carry out throughout this year. Like the plans they need, they are going to carry out throughout the year. And I feel they are doing this one now because they need to do this before the September batch. Let me this one by one, and if you're going to be reading directly from the UKVI website, I'm going to put the link in my description box for you to read up in case you want to get the news firsthand yourself, because I'm not going to be reading all this long thing that Suella Beverman wrote. So from the Secretary of the State of the Home Department Conservative, she has put up a statement, and this statement is dated 23rd May 2023. That is the time I am making this video now. So it says the government's committed to bringing net migration drawn in the 2019. Let me just give you a rundown of what this statement has said, because this statement is blaring. It is too much. So I'm just going to be giving you a summary of this statement. I'm also going to be telling you what you can do if you find yourself in this situation, how to bypass it, and the necessary steps you can take, what this entails for you and your dependent. Because now that they are saying you are not going to be bringing dependents into the country, there are different ways you can go through it. So please watch till the end of this video so that you can get all the details I'm talking about here. So what they have said is that from last year, September, the influx of the people that have come into the UK on student visa has quadrupled, if that is the correct English. Like, it is more than what they were thinking that they are going to get. And now they are finding it difficult with housing. They are finding it difficult with different sectors of the economy. So now they are trying to cut down net migration to the barest minimum. And from what they have said here, they said the first thing they are going to do is removing the right for international students to bring in dependents unless they are on postgraduate courses currently designated as research programs. So what it means is that if you're coming to the UK, or if you've already applied for postgraduate, that's masters, and you are coming with your dependents, if it's a 1-year program, you cannot bring your dependents to the UK. But if it's a 2-year program, or if it's a research-based program, which is mostly 2 years masters, you can still come in with your dependents. And that is what I want you guys to leverage on now. So start looking for courses that are research based, start looking for long-term courses. This also includes PhD program. You can still come with your dependents if you're coming to do a PhD program. So the second one says removing the ability for international students to switch out of the student route into the work route before their studies have completed. So earlier last year, you can, if you come to the UK as a student, you can switch to tier 2 visa. But now they have seen that most students, they come to the UK in January, and in February they have already switched their visa. That most times they don't end up paying most of their fees, and they've seen that this is the schools have started complaining. And also most students now, they've seen that most students are coming with this study visa. They don't come to classes. They're always pursuing shifts. They don't engage in school. Even by now, some students that came in September will already be getting emails from their school stating that if you have not reached, I think, 75% attendance, you're going to have problem, blah, 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 blah. The school have reported to the UKVI that, these students come to school and they don't read, they don't come to classes, they don't submit assignments, they don't do anything, that they are just after work. So now they are saying that that's switching of visas, they are going to remove it. And they also say they are reviewing the maintenance requirement for students and dependents. This means that proof of funds for students and dependents is going to increase. That is what they said. Number 4, they said steps to clamp down on the unscrupulous education agents who may be supporting inappropriate application to sell immigration, not education. So this is that they are going to be removing the powers of all these immigration agents that sell immigration to students. Like, you want to come to the UK, you have to pay a certain amount of money to an agent. I know some agents do it for free, but those that collect money to sell study routes to students, they are going to also remove this. They also said better communicating immigration rules to the higher education sector and to the international students. So this means that you're going to be getting more communication from the school directly to your email and all that. I know some schools do this, but some schools, they go through an agent, but now they're going to be doing school directly to students, not through an agent. Then the last one is improved and more targeted enforcement activities. We are committed to attracting the brightest and the best to the UK. Therefore, our intention is to work with universities over the course of the next year to design an alternative approach that ensures that the best and the brightest students can bring dependence to our world-leading universities while continuing to reduce net migration. We will bring in this system as soon as possible after thorough consultation with the sector and the key holders and the stakeholders. So some schools have already started. This one that they're saying as soon as possible, they have already started it. There are some schools that when you apply to them and ask them, can I bring in my dependents, they'll say no. So if you already applied to come in September, please reach out to your school and ask them, can I bring my dependents? Some schools will tell you yes, and some schools will tell you no. And even some schools that have told you yes, when this has been implemented permanently, they'll still tell you, sorry, you cannot bring your dependent. The advice I can give you is that if you still want to come to the UK through study route, which is the fastest way of migrating to the UK, you can still come in your 1-year study application. So you can still apply and come in as a student without your dependents. But what you have to do is that you have to study, pay your school fees, because now most schools are complaining that some students come to the UK and they don't meet up their payment plan. Some students come to the UK and they start dragging them for school fees. And that has been that has been like the problem they have now with students. Go through school, graduate. If you get a job, you can bring your dependent, because you can bring your dependents when you are on tier 2 visa. Even though you don't get tier 2 visa immediately, you can still do post-study work visa and gradually find a job. Then you can bring your dependents. The only disadvantage in this is that it is not easy here in this country without your dependents. I will not lie to you. You can't go through this alone, but it's something you can still try. Because another thing is for people that their dependents back at home, maybe your wife, she's not working, you have to be paying bills in 2 places. You pay house rent in the UK, you still pay house rent in Nigeria or your home country. So it's not going to be easy. I will not lie to you. I'm coming into this UK. Let me say your wife is the person that is studying. You are now the husband back at home with kids to take care of. If you have family members that can assist you in taking care of these kids, good and fine. But if you don't have, it's going to be very difficult without your wife. So guys, if you have watched up until this point, do well to hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notification so that each time I post a new video, you'll be notified. If you're just coming to my channel, I have so many other videos that you can benefit from on my channel. Do well to binge watch on my videos. This video a very big thumbs up so that YouTube can be able to spread this news to other people that need to listen to it. And I'll see you in the next one.